Okay, gonna do VOD review now for the Zemo. Let me see what you said. Uh, didn't say anything in your post. Looks like you're running. Where are your abilities? Where the hell are your? Oh, they're up here. Oh my gosh! Now this is a UI. Oh yeah. I actually, it's actually not bad. At least it maximizes visibility. But okay, you're running Judy Helm, Valor Shoes, Guardian. Okay, Q1, Gig Pots. Where's your food? And then Ava or Ava sandwich. Okay. Um, okay. Let me check. Let's see. Let's see. Tank fill, Hellion Guardian. So he doesn't necessarily have a build on the sheet for Heavy Mace. Um, Personally, I've tried the Ava sandwich. To me, it doesn't really seem worth it on the Heavy Mace. The Ava sandwich seems to me mostly worth on like one hand hammer when you go Lyrian Cane, just to add even more CC because it's such a short cooldown that you get a lot of use out of that CC duration in the food. To me, I really like the normal sandwich because it gives more HP, or Ava Omelet for more silences because that's really what Heavy Mace does. Heavy Mace doesn't CC as much as it does Purge and Silence. So you know, to me it's a little bit better. I mean, that food's not bad, but that's my take on it. I personally run normal sandwich because I don't like dying and I play super deep on Heavy Mace. Um, but we're starting out here. Looks like we're fighting. Don't know because you don't have guild names on. Looks like some sort of brawl comp. So setting up here, Smacks goes in. Oh, we're playing with allies, so that's like an ally clump first, and then you try and like follow up on it. Guardian armor on that doesn't make any sense though, because you're hitting. So that was a weird Guardian armor. I like the purge setup on it though, trying to purge them. Uh, I don't know if you did that intentionally or not, but that was a really good purge for the allies. Like right there, you just purged, and then they're engaging right afterwards. So, like that was a really good purge. But then again, why after you did that did you run all the way back to the back? You ran all the way back to the back of our pack when we're trying to run them down. And then did you just gig pot? And you gig potted at 100% HP while you were already in like the safest position. Like you ran all the way back here where nobody was. You ran all the way back. Oh, is my epic? My pen's not working. Um, there it goes. There it goes. Okay. Like right here, I'm not sure why you did this. It was really fast. Oh, you popped boots. So like here, this was a really good purge for the allies. If you were just randomly clicking E, that wasn't great. If you did that on purpose, I guess that was really good. I don't know how you did that without comms. That was a good purge. But then why are you running from, like, they're all moving in this direction. They're all moving in this direction, right? And they're square kind of, so you can see they're all facing this way. This guy, this guy, this guy. They're all kind of facing that direction, and their square is like right about here. You, after hitting, run all the way back here at full HP, and then you gig pot. I'm not sure why you did that. You gig pot at full HP. Okay, I don't know why you did that. Don't that to me that was useless. Instead, I feel like you should sprint further in. So instead of I mean, or just don't sprint. Your positioning was really good right here. You should have just stayed right here. And if you were going to sprint, sprint this way and CC these people. Your healers are all at 100% HP, so you don't really need to come back to heal. Or peel. They're all fine. They're not getting pressured at all. So there's no reason to run back if that was why you were running back. And don't gig pot. Gig pot's super important for you, especially because you're not running Cleric Cal. That's like your main defensive. Here you need to get inside them. What did you just use? It's hard to tell what abilities you use because your UI is all weird. What are you using here? Oh, you're just queuing. Okay. You need to be focusing on macro positioning here. Hitting Q and stuff right now is not what you need to do. You need to walk right now since you're further behind. You need to focus on using your snare charge or movement to get like over here. You need to be like here, like where their heavy mace is, up here, somewhere else. Down here would be a good spot. Standing on top of smacks is decent because you know you can purge, but you can also do that from here because smacks is gonna walk in to get his clump. So you need to already be where he's gonna clump, kind of. And they're all moving in one direction, so he's gonna have to sprint to catch up to them when he engages. Okay, purge. That was an early setup on the purge, but I like the idea. Now what did you use? Wait, was that not your purge? That was your purge, okay. I like the snare charge though. Personally, I don't like Q1 on heavy mace if you're going to be playing heavy mace this way. If you're going to be playing setup heavy mace, I like silence Q. Silence Q OP. You do exactly what you just did and then throw a silence Q on the ground and they can't do anything. OP, 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 because that snare charge was really good. It was a good setup. Okay. Now you need to be focusing on being inside them for the counter so you can use your Guardian armor. So you need to be over here using your Guardian armor. So right there on their hit, you need to use your Guardian. You used it, that was good. Your positioning when you used it was a little not great. Really good Judy helm. Ooh, big thing, I don't know if you noticed it. You should always, if you're running Judy helm, a big thing I look for, I don't run Judy helm a lot, I like Hellion, but if you're gonna run Judy helm into Brawl versus Brawl in the current meta, you should always be looking to see if they have an Enig, and then if he's wearing the uninterruptible helmet. And if he's not, you just save your Judy helm, so when you see that he uses this, and just Judy helm interrupt and stun the entire team. Because usually he'll use this when someone's low, plus you'll interrupt it, plus you'll stun the guy that's low. So he kind of telegraphs and tells you, hey, click your Judy helm, you're going to kill somebody, because he's trying to save somebody with his E. I like that purge, offensive purge, to remove the shields and get that guy in kill range. I don't like the sprinting. You're using your shoes to like sprint back around and stuff. Okay. See, that was the downside of using your E earlier to get that kill, is you didn't have setup for smacks, but I still think it was decent. You got a kill off of it, or helped us get a kill off of it. Yeah, how are you guys losing? This is crazy. Okay, you're kind of trying to switch into like peel here. I see. Okay, there. Let's see. I think you used a bad E here. Okay, that E, that was a bad one. I mean, you purged a Hellion jacket. Like, I get the purge on these two healers, but they're not in kill range. So that purge wasn't like, if they were at 20% and popped their Avarobe, okay, maybe. First thing, I don't think there's enough ally brawlers on top of him to kill him. Plus he's high HP. Plus you're not really purging anything. So you don't use it for his silence. You got to purge. So I don't like that E. And it's especially bad because if you would have E'd and if you would have snare charged right here, snare charge E right here, you you guys probably wipe everybody. And if you're running silence Q, and you silence Q on top of it, like yeah, Smack's got a big pull, but like also, here's their Enig. So you need to be Judy helming, popping all of your stuff in this whole area. Just if that's how Smax is wanting you to play it. Um, if he's wanting you to play D tank heavy mace, then don't do that. You should be sitting on them, like on their DPS and trying to cuck their engage and guardian armoring their engage. But if he's wanting you to play heavy mace setup, then you should be setting up there. Because that was a really good clump, but there's no lockdown. You need to, do you guardian armor that? Where's your guardian armor? Or did you use guardian armor? Wait, what? Wait, did you get purged? You're guardian armored here. Guardian, yeah, so you're using guardian armor for like a slow. No, don't do that. Guardian armor's OP. Almost never should you use guardian armor for a slow, unless it's like the end of the fight and you're running people down. Guardian armor is so OP. Like after we hit here, you should be preemptively walking into the most amount of people you can see and having your finger on the guardian armor. And really, you can sometimes just pre-click it because you'll stop their engage. Like here, you need to be clicking guardian armor, and then you'll save the entire team.
I'm still alive.
Is the fight over here?
I'm just gonna stand on top of you, bro. We're winning. They're getting
So you're using guardian armor again when they don't have engage and they're all on 100% HP. It's guardian armor, like a lot of people do spam that ability, like maybe in super large scale, like in super big large scale, and it's a brawl. Maybe just preemptively clicking it is a thing because they have so many engages, you never know when the engage is going to come, or a bomb squad's going to come, or a melee bomb is going to rip. So you're probably gonna, it's probably gonna hit something. But when you know their cooldowns and you know they're not about to hit, don't lower their damage by 60% right now. It's pointless. So again, your E and your W are off cooldown with Smax's engage for if you're going to be playing offensive heavy mace. And you snare charge randomly, sprint around randomly, purge some random people. Kind of need to be more strategic about who you're purging. Who, like that Judy Helm, like yeah, it stunned a bunch of people, but everyone's at 100% HP. They're not engaging. It doesn't increase kill pressure with that Judy. It didn't interrupt any key abilities. It didn't set up for an engage because we just engaged. So kind of a waste of a stun, in my opinion. That snare again was just kind of a waste. You need to be very selective about what you're using your abilities on, especially when you're running sandwich over omelet, because you have less cooldown, like a lot less. So this is Guardian. He's calling, like even Smax is calling. Oh, I think you Guardian armored. Nice. So your Guardian armor is really good. Your positioning. Yeah, your positioning's not bad. That's a pretty good Guardian armor. But then again, like, where are you standing? Like, why is a heavy mace out here when we're engaging? You need to be in here, snare charging, E-ing. E and snare charge should be used here. Or here. Or jump on their healers and stop them. Something like that. There's a lot of different ways you can play heavy mace, and options. It just seems you're kind of randomly clicking buttons, to be honest. A little bit. Like some of the times not, some of the times yes. I am not a fan of the first Q. I know probably that's what he told you to run. That's just my opinion. I think silence, I run silence Q no matter what on the comp, because silence Q put in the right position at the right time just wins fights. It's a small Hellion hood every like 3 seconds. It's broken. That was a decent snare charge there. So you know their engage is coming. They've been doing the same cycle over and over. After we hit, about 3-4 seconds after we hit, he's hitting. So you need to be standing on as many people as you can with your Guardian armor, or standing on as many people as you can with your silence or your Judy helm, and popping them at that time to disrupt their engage. So they hit a fake engage. That was a goated Judy helm, I think. Right here, I think, is their caller, and you just Judy helmed, interrupted a lot of their DPS, and it's going to throw off the synchronization of their engage here, I think. Yeah, because there's their shadow caller, there's their rip. Yeah, that was so late. That was a goated Judy helm. That's exactly what you want to. You want to be aiming for that every time, even if you don't get it. That's how you do the Judy helm. That was a really good Judy helm. Okay, again, you just... Okay, let's see. I just want to see how you use your abilities here. Queuing's fine. Queuing's fine. Right now, you should be focused on positioning and queuing. Being in an optimal position to set up for smacks, peel for smacks, set up on a healer, something. Positioning and queuing is all you're doing right now. Throwing out a random snare charge on 100% HP targets, not before smacks is engaged on a setup, is useless. So, like, an option is, hey, we're trying to kill this skull. Go sit on the skull, snare charge the skull, purge the skull. Those are options. I wouldn't really do that. I don't think your AoE purge is worth that, but you could.
They're on the gate.
Okay, nice. So we just hit, so now they're gonna hit. So you need to walk inside all of them in Guardian armor. Nice, good Guardian armor. Good Judy helm. Nice. Well, those last couple abilities were much better than the others. No other fights in this? Okay, so overall, I'd say you're just... I don't know if it's you're panicking or you're just, like, not thinking about it, maybe, or something. Because a lot of your abilities are, like... Or, not a lot, but, like, some of them, like, your Judy helm was goated. A lot of times, like, a few times your Guardian armor was perfect timing, perfect positioning. Your snare charge, you seem to be wasting, in my opinion, wasting a lot. I think I saw you do one really good one right before Smax's engage. Your snare charge into this is your setup for an engage if you're playing offensive with this setup. And you could Judy helm before if you want to. You just seem to be, like, all your cooldowns are off with the flow of the fight. You need to be managing them with the flow of the fight. And not blowing all your resources too. At some points in the fight, you didn't have Guardian armor up or Judy helm for one of their engages. You need one or the other. Don't use both offensively if you're gonna. Never use Guardian armor offensively, really. But you need to have one of those up for their engage. And always be thinking, what are they about to do next? I think you need to focus less about, like, brawling with all the little snare charge, E, click all my buttons, and just more focus on just walk around and queue and look for their shot caller and just be like, where is their shot caller about to engage and how can I fuck up his day? Like this guy over here. Like, how am I going to fuck up this guy's day right after? Find what he likes to do. If he likes to counter hit, like right when we hit, preemptively pop your Guardian armor every time and, like, we just win the fight because they do 60% less damage. It's insane. Or Judy helm, like that time you did that Judy helm and made their entire Zerg miss. Like, it's crazy. Like, you can just cuck the entire engage. So overall, just positioning, managing cooldowns a little bit better. Don't waste snare charge. I think going back through and watching this on the plays that you did that were really good, and then try repeat those. And when you think you're going to click a button on Heavy Mace, be like, am I about to get value? What is this doing for the team? Or am I just randomly clicking a button to randomly click a button? Because I know that's really hard on Heavy Mace. Like, you can just do that for fun. But you really are so powerful on Heavy Mace. They should have to kill you. If you're doing your job right, they should have to kill you to get a good engage off. That's how OP Heavy Mace is with Guardian armor. Like, when you're up, they should never be getting a clean engage. If they do, you've probably failed. Or hopefully you're dead. one of the two. Um, but that's probably the gist. Other than that, I mean, there was a lot of really good plays in here throughout it. Um, and the Qs, you know, I don't know where you stand on what Q you like the best, but I know Smacks and a lot of people like the Q ones because they give higher defense. Personally, I just always run Silence Q, but that's just, again, my opinion. But hopefully this helps. I play Heavy Mace a lot. I've played it for a really long time, so I'm very comfortable on this weapon. Um, I know it's a lot easier to play Heavy Mace into Kite Comp because it's like, oh, they're about to hit me. Let me click all my buttons right now, and then when they do it again, I'll click in more buttons. But in Brawl, it's like I can't tell what's going on, so I'm just gonna click a button because I'm scared I'm gonna miss the opportunity to click one, and they're gonna kill my team. But you kind of have to be disciplined, focus on like the shot caller, focus on the damnation, focus on someone who's gonna give you information so that you can click your buttons before them. That's what I do. I usually watch the shot caller or the Pierce, and usually you can tell by their body language, and I just watch them the whole fight. Right when they start to move weird or they go from kiting to turning around, I click all my buttons. I just roll my head across the keyboard, and it cucks their entire engage, and they get really mad, and then they try and kill you. That's the goal, and it's hard to do that in Brawl because there's so much shit going on your screen. It's hard to keep track of anybody. But yeah, hopefully it helps. Not meant to flame you. I mean, you're a really good player, so hopefully just constructive criticism. And yeah, hopefully this helps other heavy mace players too, because I know we have a lot of D-tanks, and it's not an easy weapon to play.